Hey, what is up? Welcome back to another video. So what we have today is some more Fallout 76 beta gameplay, but Mexsus and I decided we're gonna go visit the Mothman's apparent home because in the first Fallout 76 beta we came across him and we were freaked out. We had no idea. I mean, I know Mexsus knew who he was. I had no idea. He told me about how, you know, in West Virginia he's a myth and, you know, or a legend. But we wanted to find out more, so we headed towards the west of 76 and came to the Mothman's home. And we went with a lot of questions. We had a lot of questions, and we came out with even more. It was, I mean, it was a little creepy, this whole situation. So first, we found the statue. The statue can be found in the middle of the city, along with a lot of other ritual-related items like candles, you know, the dead bodies. You'll see that in a second. But next to the statue, there's actually a Mothman museum. And I'm just looking through here, trying to find any clue that could point us in the right direction to find the Mothman, or just tell us who he is, pretty much. We look through here, and I find a little statue. I don't know if this is too important, but it's quite interesting how they have a miniature version of him as well. Mexsus is coming over to investigate. But anyway, I look through everything. I can't really find things that are important, but I head back out of the museum, and this is where stuff starts to get good. So, near the river, I find another ritual place with a lot of Mothman eggs next to them. And, you know, I was thinking, okay, how are we going to summon this guy? What if we disrupt his ritual? Or what if we disrupt, you know, take his eggs or destroy something that he considers food? Any of that. So I just started taking stuff, you know, hitting other things, just doing anything that I could possibly upset the Mothman. And then I see these caution signs. And, you know, I was like, okay, caution signs right before the river. What if we cross? You know, is he on the other side? So I try crossing, and no luck. It's blocked off, and I just got a lot of radiation. And I know Mexsus had his parachute on, so he just sunk to the bottom of the river and nearly drowned. But you know, that was no luck. So we went and tried to do some more things. So after collecting the first batch of Mothman eggs that I saw, I decided to go to the statue and pick up some more. You know, just to upset the guy. I don't know what he's doing laying eggs, but anyway, I found this letter right next that read, "I'm getting closer, I can feel it. Growing up in West Virginia, I've heard the stories since I was a kid, and I always knew the truth, that the Mothman is real. He's real, and I'm going to find him, no matter what it takes. To all my friends, sorry for leaving you behind. And I know you'd come with me if you could. Some journeys you just got to make on alone. But you're with me in spirit, just like I'll always be with you. West Virginia forever. Evan Limless Miller." P.S. Zach, I hope you still have that shotgun ammo. I may not have found the Mothman yet, but I did run into a Grafton monster, and that thing is a beast. This Limless Miller guy is saying he went out to find the Mothman indicates one of two things. He's either really hard to find in town and like never visits, so waiting around at night's not gonna help, or you have to summon him in some way or find him. And then I also realized that the Mothman's eggs are actually worth a ton, so that's just to you guys that want a lot of caps, because they're worth 15 each, and every single pile gives you, I think, like 5 to 6, and they respawn every like 20 to 30 minutes. So it's a really good way of getting caps. Now, I didn't notice this at first until Mexsus pointed it out, but there's a ton of, if you go around town, there's a ton of paint marks on the ground. And I don't know if this matters in any way, but it's just something interesting to point out. When returning back to the houses, I noticed a scorch on top of the building, and it might not seem unusual for, you know, normally walking throughout Fallout, but we had eliminated every single one of them, you know, 15 minutes ago. So they must have respawned, and look at that, that's a huge amount of them. They all respawn in the same area. I don't think it had anything to do with the Mothman, but the respawn rate seems to be around 15 minutes for creatures, so that's just some extra information that you might want to know. Now, after looting up, I returned back and tried looting some more. But I noticed something. The bodies had turned into a pile of meat, and that there are a ton of moths. Yes, moths. Those are moths. A ton of them surrounding the dead corpse. I highly doubt this is a coincidence. I really do think this has a play in summoning the Mothman, or maybe just goes towards a lore that when people die here, the moths eat them. These could be the Mothman's children that hatch from the eggs. I don't know, but it's a little creepy. So, you know, we were looking around and we saw this pile, and we started thinking, okay, what happened to the other guys? We walked over to the giant group that we slaughtered, and they're all, or the majority of them, are these meatballs that are getting eaten by moths. And then we saw this guy, and I decided to shoot him because, you know, why not? One last thing that we saw before the beta started to close, we had like 2 minutes left or something at this point. There were a ton of drones circling the town, and we had no idea what this had to do with the Mothman, but maybe they're searching for him? I don't know. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, sub if you're not already subbed, and comment down below if you have any idea what's going on with this Mothman. So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and peace.